Well, here's an update on the Juliet. After riding it for the last 8 months, I added a new battery, 52 volter, 17.5 amp hours, and to mix the voltage with a 48 volt, I had to buy a Dadex battery blender. So if you do mix voltage, don't run parallel cables. Get a Dadex battery blender or a similar blender from somewhere on Alibaba, or one place sells them is Ian Noru, sells a battery blender for a little bit less money than the Dadex. The Dadex is $150, but it does quite a bit more than the cheaper ones. And you can mix voltage. So I added a 52 volt blended with a 48 volt, and it really perks the bike up too with a higher voltage. So since I added the extra battery and the Dadex battery blender, this bike fears no mileage now. When I ride in the Pacific Northwest, especially up in the mountains, this bike is spectacular on gravel and mud and dirt, and it rides Snoqualmie Pass, just beautiful. And that's a pretty long ride, about 40 miles each way on the trail, so you can see why I added an extra battery. You don't want to be running out of battery in the woods with the bears and the cougars looking at you. Anyway, so there it is. New battery on there. It's been working wonderful. And I added a bag on the handlebars. It's a Kiyomoto, and carries goodies. And I added a bag on the non-drive side, which is a pouch where I carry a pistol when I'm up in the mountains, with a couple of clips, and hopefully I never have to use them. But I do have it if I need it. And it's easy to get to. I can just reach down with one hand if I see a little danger from wild beasts, and zip that pocket open, pull out a defensive weapon, and try to ward off any danger. Anyway, the bike is spectacular. It's putting out 1700 watts since I upgraded the controller to 35 amps, which is mounted right here on the seat tube. It's pretty easy to do. You go to Electro Mods and make sure you got a 3-pin motor cable, which most of them do. If you don't have a 3-pin, you simply buy an adapter and make it a 3-pin, so don't worry about that if your motor cable's got too many pins in it. Emergency bag there with tube, flat repair, and a portable pump. Let's get your flat done real quick, and a carry pair of handlebar jacks. And she's just a go-getter bike. I'm building another one right now with dual motors. It'll be about 2400 watts, full suspension. Is a backup bike, but when their bikes are this new, it's less than a year old, you don't need to worry too much. Keep your chains lubed, your tire pressure right. The hydraulic brakes are self-adjusting. If the handle gets too low when you're pulling on the brakes, it just means your pads are worn. So just change the pads and you're good to go. The bike hits 35 miles an hour on a flat run and powers up any hill I don't care how steep. The steepest ones in Seattle, it powers right up with no problem. I mean, I still pedal, but because I like pedaling, but the bike just roars up the hill. So the 35 amp controller upgrade gave it a lot more torque and power, and the top end doesn't change that much, a little bit, 3 or 4 miles per hour. But I mean, it hits 35, so I'm satisfied with it. What it does that's impressive more than anything is the acceleration and the hill climbing is just spectacular. So that's called enjoying your e-bike. So I'm going to share what I find out about e-bikes from riding experience. I've been riding them more than 10 years, and I should have been sharing a lot more information than I have been, but now that I see it's so helpful, I'll be doing more of it. I own an old car, an old Chevrolet car, and I hardly ever use it. The e-bikes do the job quite well, and give you a lot of fun in the process. You younger guys, probably still need a car to take your gals out, but that's up to you guys. I'd take them out on an e-bike anyway. Get them an e-bike, build them one, or buy them one, and go dating on an e-bike. Anyway, this is Steve, and I got another video to post on a new bike I've got. As soon as I get it outfitted and upgraded, I'll share what I learned, and hopefully the videos help your performance, riding pleasure, comfort, and above all, emergency rides, because with this crazy world we live in, you never know when them gas pumps are going to dry up. It happened on me once in 1973. I woke up on my way to work one morning, pulled in to get gas, and couldn't get any gas. The line was 2 miles long and the pumps were shut, running out. So it can happen again. Don't think it can't. Get your e-bikes built, outfitted, and get some warm clothes so you can ride in the winter. You can get heated gloves, heated vests, but I just go with the goose down stuff and the liners, and I don't feel any cold. So anyway, over and out.